If you tell people the solution to something and they don't like the solution, then they'll pretend you're wrong, right? I'm depressed, that's why I'm fat. No, you're not fat because you're depressed. You're depressed because you're fat. How about this? Go to the gym and train. Oh, that's hard. Well, then stay depressed. Like, what do you want? What answer do you want? No, I want a way to be as fat and unhealthy as possible while also having a perfectly capable mind and feeling fantastic. Well, then you get down the route of just drugging yourself, right? The mind is a very sophisticated chemical factory and your body produces chemicals. What's the complication? Like, why is it hard to work out that if your body is efficient and doing what it's supposed to do and strong and is optimal, then your mind is probably going to follow? What's there complicated to understand that habits, which are beneficial to you, are going to allow you to build a more disciplined, to be a more motivated individual, and also change your objective reality? People also want to disconnect not only mental health from physical health, but they also try and disconnect mental health from objective reality. I have it all the time. They go, oh, he's depressed, it's not his fault. I say, listen, he's a loser and his life is shit. If I was him, I'd be depressed. So let's not pretend that his mental health is completely separate to the objective reality of the fact that he is a lonely dork. Of course he's depressed. Who wouldn't be? If he got up and tried his best and was disciplined and was motivated and he was important and actually became somebody, guess what? He'd start to feel better. So you're completely right. They have separated from physical health. They separated from spiritual health, because also if you know you're doing bad things inside of your heart, you're going to feel guilt, which is why all the people who've absorb the matrix programming end up being so unhappy. But also the biggest disconnect for me is mental health and physical reality. I've said to depressed people before, I'm depressed, I have a disease. Okay, you have a disease. Describe your life to me. And they describe their life and say, you don't have a disease, you have a shit life. That's it. You have a shit life. So you don't got a disease, you're just a fucking loser. Fix your life, you'll feel better. No, it's not that simple. It is that simple, my friend, because I'll tell you something, I'm the happiest man on the planet, but if I was you, I'd be depressed because you're a fucking loser. So that's it. That's it. You're a fucking loser. You're a fucking loser. But I say this stuff, and the reason I say it so brutally is because I don't believe the people who are losers didn't decide to be losers. If you're a loser, you chose to be. For the same reason, if you're fat, you chose to be fat. I don't fucking buy any bullshit that someone is force feeding you. You decided to be. I think the universe is a very giving place. I think that God is very giving. I think that in reality, objective reality, if you truly try your best, you'll get it. I've yet to meet somebody, maybe you can correct me, who eats right, goes to the gym every day, and trains as hard as they could, who's not in fantastic shape. I've never seen it. It's like, so the only people who aren't in fantastic shape are the people who decided not to do those things. So they decided. So I don't feel sorry for them. I'm done having pity with people. I'm done fucking sitting there going, oh, doop-de-doo. No, you decided to be a fucking loser. So your life's shit. So you're depressed. Good. That's what you decided to pull from the universe. I decided to pull the absolute opposite. Mm-hmm. Once you realize that you don't have the mental fortitude to get up and change yourself, then the last thing you want is self-accountability. That's very scary to you. And that's why they fight very hard to push against it and pretend it's not true. What's funny about these people who are always trying to change the world and change the way things work and the systems and the oppression and the fucking gender pay gap and whatever, all the other crap they come up with. What they fail to understand is that it doesn't matter what system you implement. It doesn't matter if it's democracy or communism. It doesn't matter if it's a monarchy. It doesn't matter what it is. The world is competitive. And there's going to be people who do better than you. And sooner or later, regardless of how you organize or structure a system, the people who work harder or who are smarter or more inventive or do better are going to end up with a better scenario or a better situation. If you try and construct a society where that's literally impossible, then society fails. So even inside of communism, the people who ended up higher members of the party, or the people who ended up owning the factory, or the people who ended up finding a little black market thing on the side, or the people who lived a better life in communism were the hustlers, were the ambitious people, were the hardworking people. They're the ones who managed to find a way to get blue jeans in, or a Michael Jackson CD, or whatever it was, and make some money. So it doesn't matter what system you construct. If you are a lazy loser, you're going to still be at the bottom of the totem pole, because there's going to be people like me. I'm destroying you in capitalism, and I will promise you, as God is my witness, I will destroy you under communism just the exact fucking same, because I'm smarter than you, and I work harder than you, and that's who I am as a man. I will always beat you. So it doesn't matter what system you try and put together, the winners are going to win, and the losers are going to lose. So a lot of these people who are so obsessed with trying to change the system as if it's going to give them a fighting chance, no, because the world is competitive. It's player versus player. A lot of people don't understand that. Every single thing of value that you want, the reason it has value and the reason you want it is because other people want it. That hot girl you want, other men want. That's why you want her, to get her, to show it's valuable. If no one else wanted her, she wouldn't be considered hot. and then you wouldn't want her at all. That's the exact point of it. So you're always competing against other people. Every dollar you want, somebody else wants. Every car you want, somebody else wants. It's completely and utterly competitive, and it doesn't matter what structure you put on top of society. That's base human nature. And if you're going to be a loser, and you're not going to take self-accountability, and you're not going to wake up and realize that absolutely everything in your life is your own fault and you can affect it, then you are going to lose. And I'm done, Zuby. I'm done feeling sorry for these people. I don't feel sorry for them. Don't feel not an ounce of pity anymore. Don't give a shit, because they decided to be losers. That's what I've learned.
I'm a chess player, right? My father was a chess player. I truly have no intention of changing the world. I have no political affiliation. I'm not Republican, I'm not Democrat, I'm not right, I'm not left. I don't believe in changing the rules of the game. I believe in winning. In chess, when you look at the board, you don't sit there and go, I'm losing, I wish a pawn could move that way. That's stupid, because that's not the game.
Right.
What I do believe in saying is, okay, I'm fucked, but what's the best possible move?
Yes.
And what you'll actually notice is a grandmaster, you play a grandmaster at chess, he is sticking to the same rules as you. He's within the same constraints, but he will destroy you because he has a better understanding of the rules. I'm not out to change any rules. My society's not out to change any rules. The society can stay exactly as it is, can be as corrupt as it is. Don't give a fuck. I have no political affiliation. I don't care who's president. Don't care. All I care about is analyzing the chessboard and making the most intelligent move for myself and my people. To me, chess is war. Kickboxing is war. It's one-on-one. There's no luck. There's no team that's there to help you or save you. And you have to be ruthless. You have to crush your opponent, absolutely. And also another thing about chess and fighting that's completely the same is, if you lose, somewhere you made a mistake. There's no luck involved. Right. It doesn't matter how good you were doing. There's no such thing as a lucky punch. If he catches you and you go, he's training to punch people in the face. He just punched you in the face. Yeah. There's no such thing as a lucky punch.
Yeah.
If you lose at some point in life, I was about to fight for life. If you lose at some point in chess, you made a mistake. If you lose in fighting, at some point you made a mistake. And in life, I believe if you lose at some point in life, you got complacent, you made a mistake. So I apply that. So when I couldn't play chess anymore, I thought, well, everything I love about chess I can find in fighting. So I started beating people up.